So we have the PendoTECH throttle valve. This is the controller and this is the throttle valve itself. So on the top we have a readout, so we have the present value and our set point in green. Below it we have a tubing size collector which runs from 16, 24, 36 and 88, which is 1/8 through to 1/2 inch. We have a run mode and a load mode. On the throttle valve itself, on the two sides, we have the tubing selector which we can turn around to select each tube size. And on the top at the moment we have a 1/8 to take the 1/8 ID tubing. So to calibrate the setup, so we have a motor controlling the arm. We go from run to load. And this action calibrates the distance. So we're now ready to load the tubing, which will go into the slots and hold the tubing in place. And we now run back to the run mode where it sets the arm itself onto the tube and we're ready to run. So we have the TFF system set up for a diafiltration concentration. We're on the setup view, so running down from the top we can put experiment name, filter area. We've chosen in the recipe selection diafiltration concentration. We've set our diafiltration endpoint and our pump flow rate together with the filtrate scale weight endpoint. So when that endpoint is reached, we'll move to concentration, and concentration will concentrate to the main scale endpoint at 490 grams. So we have a process which we record from process info. We've got our alarm points set up and our notification points. Moving across to system view, we've got the system shown schematically. We've got the current recipe, which is diafiltration concentration, and we're on the first step, diafiltration. On the trends view, we're going to log all our pressure points, our transmembrane pressure, our main scale and filtrate scale. We've got two other spare logs on there as well. And on our maintenance view we have all the outputs and inputs shown. You can zero the sensors from here and zero the total. Okay, so on the setup view, before we start running, we start our data collection. And we'll use an existing file on here, which is our workshop file. And OK. And if we go back to trends view, we can start our run and start collecting data. Our setup, we've got the throttle control valve. We've put our set point to 10 psi, and at present you can see the pressure increasing. We've got PID control on this, which is on the factory settings. If you're experienced enough, you can go in and make changes to those settings. But we've got a flow rate which should slowly build up the pressure and control at around 10 psi. If you have the pump rate set too fast, you can overshoot, so it's best to have a slow build up till we get to the set point, which we're just about to hit. and although you can't see the valve operating, it's squeezing and releasing to increase and decrease the pressure. This valve will now stay in operation until the end of our run. We have our transmembrane pressure shown in blue. As you can see from the graph, we hit the set point at around here, and we're now evening out at around 10 psi on the graph. The graph itself is it's auto scale. Okay, the graph itself is set to auto scale, and as time moves on, the scale will change on here to show a smoother curve.